Cup of tea going straight in the flask today because we are about to head out and I haven't had a time for my green tea. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm just showing you some of the dinners that I made this week for my family. This week is very unpolished. There's lots of pre-prepared meals because I had one of the worst weeks ever. We started the week dropping Oren at school, all successfully, coming back, and then my baby bonking his head on some brick stairs and cue a trip to the hospital in an ambulance. It was extremely scary. In the grand scheme of things, it was very, very minor, but when it's your baby and when it's their head, I just take no risks. The NHS was incredible, but I have definitely, it was the start of the week that happened, and I've definitely since had quite a tough, emotionally a tough week. Although it was all fine, I really have struggled with like the draining feeling you get when you're so scared for your children, or you need to be like really brave for your children. And I crumbled. By the end of the week, we're having ready meals, you know, but I thought this is just reality. It's mum life. Sometimes things are going well and sometimes they're not. But I'm pleased to report that despite all the ready meals, my baby is absolutely fine. He's happy. His head took a bit of a scratch, needed a little bit of glue, but overall he's absolutely fine. And big shout out to the NHS, who are incredible with my baby. So anyway, get comfy, get relaxed, enjoy my meals of the week. If I've made something from scratch, I will try and include a recipe. Recipes tend to appear on the screen, so you've just got to pause it and screenshot. I know I'm getting lots of questions about where all my recipes are as a whole. Lots going on with me and Lawrence and our own sort of like side hustles at the moment, so we're very, very busy. But we are trying to work on a website where you can find all my recipes and you can just type in a recipe and find it. So, but I tend to put recipes on the screen. Anyway, enjoy today's video and please don't forget to give it a thumbs up.
Okay, as I said, this week was really up in the air for us. I'm glad the week was over. Wasn't doing my best in terms of cooking. I was just making things that I thought we are all going to eat and we won't go hungry. But I did start the week off strong, actually. I made one of my spag bowls. I love a spag bowl. It's so easy to get loads of like iron and fibre and nutrients and vitamins into your children, and it's just one of those meals. It's a proper comfort meal, and I think with this grey, dark, dull weather we've been having recently, spag bowl is a very, very good way to begin your week. And yeah, so I first start by chopping up the onions, carrots, and I would also chop up some celery. I was feeling a bit bougie, so I crisped up some bacon for this as well, which just gives it some extra savoury flavours. Then I throw in my vegetables. As I said, I will leave the recipe for this on the screen or in the description box, but celery is a great addition to spag bowl. Also add your herbs. I always add loads and loads of dried oregano herbs, and I add 20% fat beef mince. I was actually watching Miss Marple whilst making this, and my children decided to join me, so it was a very cosy afternoon. Crumble up some stock. I'm using, if I don't home make my stock, I'm using the Callow organic stuff. Just because it's a little bit less ultra processed, a little bit better for you. So I crumble that in. I also put 2 tins of tomatoes in, and this is going to make lots. Every time I make a nice meal, especially something like spag bowl, which freezes so nicely, I always put some in the freezer. Definitely always for my baby, and occasionally also for my 4-year-old and my baby, just because there are some days where Lawrence and I will have something for dinner them two won't fancy, and it's so good to just be able to get something out of the freezer. Great, lots and lots and lots of parmesan, because that's what we enjoy, and serve it with your spaghetti. I chop my babies up, I chop my sons up, and we all just really enjoy it, full of goodness. Okay, the next night, I'm making my son's favourite meal in the whole wide world. It's Thai red curry. This goes down. Now, my son will eat an adult portion of this, and I'm very happy about that because I do throw lots of goodness in there. I do use a bit of sun-packed peanut butter. I've tried the whole peanut butter in this, and sun-packed just hits different. It's just so good in this. So the first thing I do is fry up the Thai red paste. I don't use a whole jar. Depending on how spicy and salty you want it, you can use a whole jar, but I don't use a whole jar. I use most of a jar for a very large portion of this. I always make a large portion because, as I said, loads of this will go in the freezer. It just makes my life easier. So fry up the Thai paste. You can also grate some fresh ginger into this. I then throw in my chicken with the paste for a little bit, and then I pop my coconut milk in, coconut cream in, and with a Thai red curry you almost poach your chicken, and you don't fry it till it's tough or anything or chewy, because you want the sauce to almost poach your chicken until it's fully cooked. That's how we have it. And then I chuck in a lot of garden peas or petit pois from the freezer. I'm so sorry I served this up like an actual dog's dinner. I was having a week of absolute hell and everything I was doing was I just wasn't there. So I'm sorry this looks horrendous, but trust me when I say it tastes delicious. My next weekly meals, you're going to see much better looking meals. Okay, just believe me when I say it was delicious. One night we're also having the classic sausage chips and vegetables. I always home make my own chips. It was one of the first things I started doing when I started reducing my ultra processed foods. Here's my baby in the fridge again. He just loves being in the fridge. But yes, this is just one of the classics. Home make your own chips. I do have a chip cutter. Tonight I fancy like really chunky ones, so I just hand cut them. And I always soak them in apple cider vinegar and then cook them. Absolutely delicious. We get sausages from the butchers and from different supermarkets, and those were butcher ones. This night we had pizza from Asda, okay? As I said, it was getting to the end of the week. I was really and truly just surviving at this stage. But what I will say, if you are cooking pizza from a supermarket, always add extra mozzarella because that really makes it taste better. I always get the veggie supreme and then I add pepperoni onto the margherita. And we all just dig in and share. I do make my own pizza from scratch mostly. I do probably once every 2 weeks a pizza night, and I always make it all from scratch, the sauce, the dough, everything. But this night was one of those nights where I thought I'm not doing anything other than sitting with my babies, and I just bought it from Asda. It was really good actually. And then got to the end of the week, I really truly ran out of energy. I went to M&S and I bought 2 of their chicken arrabbiata. Is it arrabbiata? Pasta bakes with pesto and mozzarella. Scooped them into a proper cooking dish and baked it, and we all ate it and we all enjoyed it. So it goes to show that sometimes you can buy store-bought pre-prepared food. It might be a little bit ultra processed, but if you've bumped your head and been in hospital earlier that week, do you know what makes more sense? Just make sure everybody's well fed, and that will be it. So next week you will see more home cooked meals, but I hope you enjoyed this nonetheless. And I have to say that pasta bake was delicious, so I really do recommend. Anyway, I'll see you again soon for my next video. Bye!